What's up gamers, Coach Brandon here, and today we'll be going over level 1 invades. More specifically, what they are and how to execute them yourself and how to defend against them. Level 1 invades don't happen very often, but that doesn't mean you shouldn't prepare for them to happen every game, because if you're caught off guard by it, then it can basically end the game before it even starts. To warm up, you should select your champion of choice and practice using them at level 1. This will be important for this drill because these invite fights happen all the time at level 1, which means you have nothing other than your starting items and one ability available to you. If you're a support main and you play hook champions, you should go into the practice tool and practice using your hook in different angles that can hook enemies that stand in common places. This is the easiest way to get an early invade kill and is very risk free, as you can just fish for a hook early and back off if you don't hit anything. The easiest way to defend against an early invade is to put down early vision, if possible without overextending too much. Putting a ward in the tri-bush on blue side or the pixel bush or in the river on red side are good wards for you to place down to keep watch over invades. While most invades happen on the bottom side of the map, they do occasionally happen on the top side, so all members of the team should be aware and not just those on the bottom side. If you're caught by an invading team, you should gauge how likely it is for you to live, as if you get hit by a hook, you should just accept your death and not use any summoner spells to try and get out, because dying isn't that bad, but dying and losing your summoner spells early can easily end the game, so if you know you are guaranteed to die, please avoid using your summoner spells and just give over the kill. Now, flipping the coin, pulling off level 1 invades is not an easy task, but can be very worthwhile if your team comp allows for it. You should look to invade the enemy team if your team has strong level 1 champions, things with easy CC or high base damage, or hook champs such as Blitzcrank or Nautilus. If you see these champs on your team, you should ask your team to try and make an invade play, and it can be as simple as walking up and just having your hook champ throw their hook into a random bush in the enemy jungle. This will lead to kills more likely than you think, especially in low elo, and can give you a free win right then and there. However, be aware, as if your team initiates the invade and you miss your abilities, you should leave as soon as possible, as you don't want to take a fight without your cooldowns available and hand the game over to your enemies. Every game, you and your team should look to set up a line of scrimmage. A line of scrimmage is setting up a line across the map with all of your team's champions. This normally involves the top laner sitting in one of the top lane bushes, either Tri or the bush in front of the blue buff area, the jungler placing an early ward in the top pixel bush and then backing for their scanner, the mid laner sitting in mid, the ADC sitting by the top entrance of the bottom jungle, and the support sitting in the bottom tri-bush or by the bottom entrance of the jungle. This line ensures that no enemies can sneak their way into your side of the map and they cannot catch your team off guard with an invade. Doing this every game is extremely important, as there have been multiple times where I didn't think that they would invade, so I was lazy and didn't do this, and we got invaded and the enemy team got multiple kills. So please, save yourself the trouble and just sit in these areas. You should look to do this in unrated match for practice. Again, I'm Coach Brandon, and today we went over how to attack and defend against level 1 invades. If you have any questions, feel free to head over to our Discord and ask them in the League of Legends chat. I've already had great conversations with some folks over there, so head over and join in on the fun. Always remember to stay hungry, stay humble, and I'll see you next time.